Hello, Falcon Paladin.
Hello and welcome to the podcast.
Indeed.
As you can see, it is snowing for the first time in this season today. Actually, started yesterday, so yesterday was the snow, and it's still snow this morning. So, whew, it was like 60 degrees last week, and it was like 23 degrees this morning, which is a big jump in temperature. But that's how December works, I guess.
T-
December 1st shows up, and it gets cold.
Today is a top of 23 degrees for me as well.
Oh, look at that! Look at our temperatures matching up. How nice.
Not in which we measure them, but they are the same number.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Is there
Hmm?
There's like a thing in my background that looks like it's like coming off the microphone, but
Oh, yeah, kind
I
of.
think it's just part of the GIF somehow.
I mean, try like moving your full body out of the way of it. See if it's any
The
more.
other way.
Nope, it's not part of the GIF. it,
Oh, you're right. It's not. What is that?
I don't know. You don't have anything rectangularly black behind you, just to the side of you or anything.
No, not at all. Very weird.
It's weird. It thinks something's there. I did like
It
that
does.
for your TIE Fighter game, you're wearing a black hoodie against a black background, so you're just a disembodied head floating there with a
Yeah,
microphone. Yeah.
great.
Yep.
In order to improve my piloting skills, I had my body removed, and now I'm just a brain. Uh,
hmm
Kind of like a servitor in Warhammer, I guess.
We there's more aeronautica books we could read where they have some people who are like plugged into their plane like that.
Yeah, see, there you go. Right?
Yeah.
That's a way to do it.
Yep.
That's what I'm intending, obviously.
Oh, clearly. Yeah.
And I just say with TIE Fighter, it's interesting because with the original TIE Fighter in '94, they had like a new MIDI score created by some composer. And it's like unique Star Wars music
Mm.
because you're playing for the Empire. And the Empire just has like the Imperial March and a couple other things in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So they were, I don't know who the composer was, but they were tasked with creating like a full suite of songs playing while you're doing the stuff.
Okay.
And when the CD collector's edition came out, they just replaced it with like standard battle music from the movies. And so the standard battle music from the movies is copyright claimed. And so YouTube can go anywhere from like going for 4 hours, like once it's like, hey, copyrighted music is on your stream. Just a heads up about it, and then it goes away, and I'm like, all right. Or to like, we are disabling your stream until you stop doing copyrighted stuff, you pirate,
Uh
for like
huh.
the whole time. And
Uh
I'm
huh.
like, what? I don't know what the difference is. The music's the same every time, but sometimes it is insanely whiny about it, and sometimes it's like, I
It,
mean, I guess we're okay.
it's how much you're talking over it or how many like laser blasts sounds you make.
Could be.
Yeah.
But like today, I wasn't using a lot of laser blasts. A lot of it was just like locking on missiles and firing missiles, which isn't as like continuously soundy as blah 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 pew pew pew.
Mm-hmm.
But I got like one notification the whole time that was like, "Hey, dude, you're streaming copyrighted music." It's like, okay. Now look, this is a problem that Star Wars did not, or LucasArts did not know was going to be happening when they made the CD collector's edition of this game. They're like, "We'll just put our movie music in; it'll be awesome," and it is. But they didn't foresee somebody doing this in the era of streaming where they put their own music into the copyright protection system to protect it,
Mm-hmm.
and then someone playing their game that they made is going to get copyright claimed.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
Yep. Yeah. That
Kind of reminds me of Cyberpunk. When Cyberpunk came out, you remember? They're like, we created all brand new music for the radio when you're driving around, and it's not going to be copyright claimed because it's only unique to the game. And then people are getting copyright claimed
I
when they were first streaming it, and I was
I
like, "What?"
I don't remember that because I remember looking at it and it having a streaming mode which disabled copyright music even though it had it in there. That's what I remember from playing it. Like it has a you can turn on streamer safety mode for in the audio settings, which would I'm pretty sure that was Cyberpunk. It might have been something else.
Oh,
So like they had regular people songs, in there, but you could have them turned off just in the settings. I vaguely remember that. It might not have been Cyberpunk.
No, you're right. Looks like there are some original compositions and some of them is actually copyrighted tracks. Like
Yeah.
there's a track from Grimes apparently, and Run the Jewels. I don't know who that is. And you're right. There is a disable copyright music option in the game. Well, there you go. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't ever stream Cyberpunk, so I never ran into that issue myself.
Right. Fair.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Anyway. I mean, I'm
Anyway.
just streaming on my channel that's not monetized anyway, and so YouTube can whine about it all they want. I mean, if they want to shut my channel down eventually, that'd be interesting, but it doesn't seem like they're going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you should still vaguely be worried because when you get your account deleted with like an overload of DMCA's, they don't ban your account. Technically, they ban you, right? And that means
Oh,
you would be prohibited from having other accounts as well.
that would be a problem.
Yeah, that's usually how that works. It's like when Twitch bans someone, technically they can't appear on any Twitch stream unless by accident. So if like
If you're on the street and somebody's streaming something on the street and you walk past, you're fine.
you're fine, but it's like I can't have a Twitch stream with whoever's been banned. I can't bring them on as a guest. You know, we'd have
Right.
to stream that somewhere else.
Yeah. So what's interesting is if I go to content detection, there's nothing there.
Weird.
Yeah. Like Star Wars just isn't there at all. So
Maybe it has a whine for the live stream, and then when you're done live streaming, it goes, "Oh, that was a live stream. I can stop complaining because you're obviously playing a game, not just like putting the music into your stuff for the sake of using the music." I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. I actually am looking and there are copyright claims
Oh yeah.
on some of the stuff I've been putting out there. Like part 5 of our Halo CE playthrough is copyright claimed, but none of the other parts.
I want to complain about Halo in a second when we get a minute.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say we got every part of Chrono Trigger got copyright claimed somehow. Maybe the intro song is copyright claimed.
Maybe.
Part 8 of Final Fantasy VII was copyright claimed, and then Part 2, Last of Us, Part 2 is copyright claimed somehow. I need to look into these. What's going on? That's fun. And stupid.
And stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, complain about Halo. What do we got?
So last week, my former housemate put his hand into a brake press and tore off all the skin on his thumb from like here to here. So he's got some time off work, and we're like, great, you'll be home all day when I'm home all day. Let's play some video games. So we're going to play through all of Halo, or just getting achievements for Steam. It's going to be great. Or it would be great, because we went to play yesterday, and it would not let us play a game of Halo 1 or 2. We had to start at 3. We would, like, get into the lobby together, load up the game, and then it would just be, like, disconnected. And I go on to Steam forums, and apparently co-op is just kind of broken for Halo 1 and 2.
Those are the best co-op Halos. Well, 3's good, but also
3's good,
1 and 2 is fun.
Yeah, they're good fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Apparently they just haven't fixed any bugs in that game for, like, 3 years.
The Halo intern is doing their best.
Yeah. I wonder if they've literally just like, well, we started making a new Halo one. Should we bother to fix the old Halo one? No.
No, we should not.
That's my suspicion. But yeah.
That sucks. That's really dumb. But you can play single player is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, you can play single player. It just won't let you like host the lobby or whatever.
Yeah. What about regular multiplayer? Does it let you do that?
I have not tried. Um,
I'm curious if it's just related to like multiplayer in general.
it could be, but like there are people specifically complaining about co-op not being available. So,
Yeah.
um, I guess I should try multiplayer for science.
For science.
For science.
For science.
Yeah. Anyway,
Crazy.
that's me complaining about Halo.
Yeah. Reasonable.
Yeah.
Reasonable reason to complain about Halo. But your buddy is missing the skin from his thumb, and I feel like your thumb is important for playing games.
Yeah, I mean it's wrapped up, it's bandaged. He got a
Okay.
skin graft. In and out 2 hours. Medicare. It cost him like $40 for the painkillers he was getting afterwards.
Uh-huh.
And that's about it. They took a bit of
What's he
skin from his hand here, and he's fine. Yeah, it's like wrapped up
as
and like
always?
thick and like around. But he's like every now and then it just accidentally jumps because it's like resting on the space.
Little spaz.
Yeah, that's it. I can show you a photo of it without the skin if you want.
I mean, sure. Is Twitch gonna get mad at you for that?
Oh no, I'm gonna show you. I'm not
Oh,
gonna...
right. Discord gonna get mad at you for that?
No, Discord's not gonna get mad, but I'm not showing the internet because Twitch might get mad.
Doxing. Oh,
But,
no.
yeah, this picture also includes his driver's license, and his home address. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Oh man, that's horrendous.
Yeah.
These hurt like crazy.
Apparently
There's so many
it's not
nerve endings in your fingers too, man.
Apparently it's not terribly bad, but
Okay, good.
yeah.
Good.
Um, yeah. So that's. Yep.
And I do want to say, for the record, when you
Mhm.
say socialized medicine, it was $40. You do pay taxes for healthcare, and
Of course.
that is included in that, right?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
I am in favor of a socialized medicine thing in America, but I
Right.
just want to make sure that people aren't like, oh, I don't know,
But-
he pays $40.
But if he had been unemployed, he would have had the same level of care and the same
Right.
cost. So.
And see, that's an excellent benefit, certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ooh, that's like me. Ooh, I can tell you my healthcare story.
Ooh.
This is a good segue. So I was on an Obamacare or Affordable Care Act (ACA) health plan over the last year because I lost my job and my income was low enough to qualify for it. It was like $150,
Mhm.
and it was fine, right? And I never used it for anything. I didn't get hurt at all in 2025. I
Yes.
still have a month left,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Knock on wood.
We're fine. And then I talked to the guy who kind of helped me get it set up last year, and he's like, "So that same plan's going to be like $300 this year?" And I'm like, "No, thanks." So he says, there's a private healthcare company that's going around in America that basically only takes you if you don't have any pre-existing health conditions, you don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't ride a motorcycle, you don't skydive, and you are generally considered somebody that doesn't have at all a high risk of needing health care in the next year, right?
Okay.
So, yeah. So I signed up for that, and it's like $100 a month. So it's like, hey, getting a discount. Fantastic. And I'm like, I'm wondering, is this legal? Can you discriminate against people that have health problems? Like, what if someone has
Yeah.
a congenital heart defect? It's not their fault.
Yeah.
Like, what are they supposed to do?
They're supposed to be able to get the ACA. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Uh,
Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'll let you know how it works out. Again, hopefully 2026 is a year where I don't need anything, but who knows? Yeah.
supposed to die. Yeah.
Psychonauts.
I mean, too real.
Well, okay. So not to get super deep into politics, but what happened, the reason the government shut down, a big reason is that the Republicans were like, let's let the ACA subsidies and benefits expire here. Because technically, I think they were supposed to expire like 4 or 5 years ago, but they just keep getting renewed by the government that's in charge. They just renew it for a year, they renew it for a year, they renew it for a year. The Republicans are like, nah, we're done with this. And the Democrats are like, okay, but also a lot of people are using this. please, we're going to shut down the government. And then they did. And then the Republicans are like, oh, fine. Like, if we promise to hold a vote on this in December, then will you vote for the rest of our budget to pass and we can reopen the government? And they're like, okay. So they did. But again, like, there's no guarantee this vote's going to go their way. There's no guarantee they're going to even hold a vote. It's just like, I guess we'll see what happens with that sometime this month. How fun is our government right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see probably the more interesting comparison, which is what would other countries do if they came to an impasse like this? And America is basically the only country that came up, and this was Reddit, so like who knows if it was accurate. But America is basically the only one that goes, shut the government down, nothing can run. And everyone else just goes, well, we just hold a new election, because obviously the government can't pass laws and bills or whatever, so they're not able to do their job. Have another election, get people in who can.
Yeah, I think that'd be a fine way to do it, honestly. I feel like our founding fathers would have been like, that's a great idea. If the people in Washington can't agree, they can't compromise, which is their entire freaking job, then kick them out and get people in who can. Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, so
maybe one day.
Maybe.
But also probably not.
Probably not. They'd have to agree to it. Which.
Right. Ha!
Ah.
People in Washington agreeing to something that puts their jobs and benefits in jeopardy. Ha!
Yeah.
They don't care about us. They just care about themselves. It's cool.
Yeah.
Although, I'm trying to think. There is a way that we could create a constitutional amendment as the states. Like, I want to say somebody could propose a constitutional amendment, and if 3/5 of the states were like, let's do it, then we do it. Or doesn't Congress need to sign off as well? I do wonder how brave you'd have to be in Congress to be like, 3/5 of the states want this. No. You know what I mean?
Right. But what are they going to do? Like, you say no, they go, oh, okay.
And if it's your state, then they vote you out because you said no and you pissed them off, maybe, right?
You vote them out in 2 years, if they remember. All right?
Yeah. But I mean, if you're running against this person, your entire campaign is, hey, they voted against this thing that we as a state voted for. Screw this guy, right? You're trying. I'm not saying it works, but you're trying.
Right, you're trying. But it's more of you should vote for them because you should vote for me because I'm not them kind of politics is how that feels.
Yes. Yep.
And
it can be part of the strategy. It can be like, I'm going to do these things. I'm going to listen to you if this happens again. And this guy didn't, right? You could do all sorts of things running a campaign. You don't have to be all negative.
True. No, you're right. You don't have to be.
Anyway. Maybe I'll get that started. Get that ball rolling.
Go for it. You could run.
I have a YouTube channel of 60,000 subscribers. Listen to me.
That's like half the state of Utah. Yeah.
I know. Perfect. It's a great start.
Yeah. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was wonderful.
Did anyone...
I told the story on stream, but let me explain how this turkey thing's been going in my family the last few years.
Yeah. Okay.
So 2 years ago, my brother smoked a turkey because he's like, I need to smoke a turkey. It's what everyone's doing. I want to do it. Okay. So he smokes the turkey. And I'm like, I don't like smoked turkey. It's kind of gross, actually.
Oh, really?
Oh, well, I've got mashed potatoes and pie and yams and other stuff here. I'll be fine.
Do you like smoked meats at all? Like, you're just like, nah, brisket, no thanks.
Not really.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know. Is brisket always smoked?
Yeah, brisket's smoked. Yeah.
In that case, brisket's great. I don't know what the difference is here. I'm going to be honest. Maybe he screwed it up. I don't know.
Maybe.
So then this year, my sister was like, I want to smoke a turkey this year. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So what's funny is that she's like, I'm going to smoke a turkey. And my mom's like, I will also make a regular turkey. Which I think is her way of saying, I don't like smoked turkey either.
Okay, yeah.
So I tried some of my sister's smoked turkey. Disgusting.
Okay.
But then I had the other turkey my mom made, and it was great. So hooray. Thanksgiving was saved.
Who's in charge of making the smoked turkey next year?
I know, right?
So
Ugh.
like you just gotta keep having a crack at it until someone nails it. That's what's missing. Like maybe mix up the woods that you're smoking at, like or with, or higher or
I
lower
well, but
temperatures, a different rub, anything. You can do lots of things to a turkey.
I know, but my sister thinks it's great. Like she was talking about, like I had some and I thought it was great, and I'm really proud of it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything at all. She
Get-
was sitting right next to me too, and I was like,
I'm gonna
so I
swallow
had
this,
this.
but like I'm not going back for a second bite.
Yes,
Is that
yes.
bad? Really?
I have this small piece of smoked turkey, and I was like, here we go. Nom nom. Gross. And I don't know if she was paying attention. I hope she wasn't. I don't know, man. The stress. The stress. But
Interesting.
anyway, it was fine. I made 15 pounds of mashed potatoes. They were a hit.
15 pounds. That sounds like a lot.
It was a lot. My daughter was like, all right, you got to teach me how to make mashed potatoes now, Dad. I'm like, I guess it's time. It's very easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, if you're smoking turkeys, you're not deep frying them and burning the house down. So there is that.
I want to try a deep fried turkey. I
Okay.
want someone to do that next year. I'm curious how that turns out.
You do
And
it.
if you're careful, it doesn't burn your house
You
down.
do it then.
Yeah, if you do it outside and you don't dump a frozen turkey in a giant thing of boiling oil, you'll be fine.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's ways you can do it.
Hmm.
Maybe I will do it. Maybe I will.
Maybe you will. I'm going to
But it
Amazon
could.
to buy you 40 gallons of oil in prep right now
And a deep fryer.
and a deep fryer. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of important.
I don't know. Felt the boot of your car or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Work. Do you not have a big
Anyway,
stock pot or anything you could use? Really?
I don't think so.
Hmm. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, no, it's all good. But yeah, it was a great Thanksgiving. There was a lot of football on. It was good football. That was nice. Hung out with the family. Took the day off from streaming, which was also wonderful.
We all need a break.
The kids took a second car, so they were like, "We're bored," and I was like, "Then you can go home." And they were like, "Cool." That was nice.
That must have been lovely. Yeah.
It was. Cause
Uh,
I remember being in their shoes, right? You go to Thanksgiving at grandma's and you're like,
mhm.
ooh, delicious food, and then like you're like, all right, I'm kind of bored.
Didn't bring my
I go
Switch.
home, they're like, we're gonna be talking for 4 more hours, and you're like, shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I just the other day went up with my housemate and his partner. He's not my housemate, but I'm gonna call him my housemate because that's what he's known by. I call him
Okay.
one. I call him Old One Thumb now. Um,
Unfair, but okay.
well, it's his fault. Anyway, we went up to visit his mum because I used to live with him and his mum for a while, and she moved, and that's why we started moving several times. But I haven't
Yeah.
seen her place in like 4 years. Like I haven't been up there. So we all went up there. We're getting lunch, and my mate had been talking up this restaurant, being like, went to this place. They did like pork belly bites. They were so good. And there's these burgers, and the burgers are great. They're like beef, bacon, hash brown, and egg, and like skirt steak, and all this stuff on it, right? I'm like, okay, that sounds good. And we get up there, and it's Sunday at 1 in the afternoon. The place is empty, right?
Ooh, not a good sign.
Not a good sign. So we go and go, hey, we had a reservation. Comically, that we had a reservation that we needed it. And like, yeah, just over there. Like, cool. So we sit down, and she comes over, does anyone want a drink? And I'm like looking at the menu, and I go, can I get an iced latte? And she goes, we don't have any beans for coffee.
What a great start.
What a great start. And so I'm like, I'll get a strawberry milkshake. I just like grab something else. I'm
Cool.
like, okay, that's
Yeah.
it was fine. It felt cheap. Like there was not a great strawberry milkshake. But then we go to order food, and people are getting stuff, and my housemate and I we're both getting what's called the Big Bazza burger. And I go, I'll get the Big Bazza burger, but without tomatoes, because I just don't like wet, sloppy tomatoes in the burger. And she goes, "We don't have eggs."
Holy smokes. Okay. Strike two.
Strike two. Um, so that screwed both me and my housemate. And we both eventually ended up ordering this other burger that had like a thick slab of smoked brisket on it.
Oh, that kind of sounds amazing.
Kind of, except it was like overcooked and it was
Mm.
$30 and was using like Kraft singles for cheese, which
Oh no, that's not cheese.
right, it's perfectly solid square cheese melt like it felt like a very cheap burger that we vastly overpaid for. The pork belly bites were nice, but it was disappointing. And
Right.
my mate had been talking it up. And so that's my food story for the week.
So wait, were the pork bellies good then?
They were okay. They were still like $18 for seven, seven
Holy
little,
crap.
yeah.
It's like video game pricing.
Uh huh. Yeah. Um. It was yeah. I paid I think $12 for four mac and cheese croquettes. Uh,
Man.
it was.
So
I
you walk
can.
in there and it's empty, and at no point your buddy's not like, maybe we should go somewhere else, right?
Well, we were in like a little small town. There wasn't a lot of other options.
Oh, fair.
Um, I mean, we probably could have found another cafe or something. It wouldn't have been terribly difficult, but they'd been here before a couple of times and had good experiences. This was the anomaly.
I guess when they were out of all of the food and
Yeah.
it wasn't very good. Hmm.
So,
How
yeah,
do you not have eggs?
or
Psycho
coffee
Nuts
beans,
asks.
or coffee
Yeah.
beans. I don't know. I assume because we were looking up the reason why we went on Sunday instead of like today or yesterday is because they're not open on Mondays and Tuesdays. So
Okay.
my assumption is they ran out of eggs and coffee beans on a Saturday and said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, no, we're not buying more until we open on Wednesday."
You're probably right.
Yeah,
I mean, not that coffee beans and eggs can't keep a couple days, but you know.
right. But I assume that maybe they have like a regular order shipment that they've got coming in with a local supplier, and they didn't want to have to go out to like a store or whatever to pick up a handful. Maybe they couldn't get the right beans that they use, and like, oh no, we have a different blend. The coffee would taste different to our regulars. There's a general good reason not to buy coffee beans, I think, if you can't get your regular stuff. But
Mm.
eggs are pretty universal. I feel as long as you're not like swapping out ostrich for chicken or whatever.
Yeah. Or like quail eggs or something
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Well, I'm sorry you paid a lot of money for food that wasn't that great and
Mm-hmm.
didn't have what you wanted anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it's not quite as bad as like the food is just unedible, but that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So did you give your buddy a hard time? You're like, look, man, you talked this place up. What's wrong with you?
Well, we had that conversation while we were eating. Like, what happened? And he's like, I don't know. Maybe they sold and they've got new ownership. And like they're running the place cheaply now, or yeah, we don't know. We couldn't figure it out, but not going back. Here's the thing:
No.
he's gonna go back next time he goes up to visit his mum, and it's gonna be great. I guarantee it. He's gonna be like, it was fantastic. The food was 40% cheaper than what it was written on the menus, and we all got free coffees. He doesn't even drink coffee, but he's gonna get free iced latte because it's just because they have beans. It's gonna be a wonderful experience for him. I guarantee it.
Apparently it will.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna be like, let's go back again on a Sunday. And you're gonna be like, no.
No. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Ugh.
Adventures in culinary arts.
Yep.
In Australia. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I saw an Instagram reel where like two dudes in Sydney back in the 70s introduced the concept of sampling. Like they invented it. Do you know this story?
Sampling? Like, are we
Samplings
like?
in music. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's what I
To be
was.
clear, I was not being clear.
I that's where I first went, but then I thought maybe he means in like a supermarket they're offering samples.
No.
Oh, okay.
In music. So they were trying to create like a synthesizer, right?
Hmm.
Like one of the first ones to market. They're trying to create an electronic keyboard that could synthesize a whole bunch of different kinds of music.
Yeah.
And they also kind of stumbled upon the idea that you could also program little samples of music to be used or pitched up or pitched down or used in some way.
Mm.
And so that's what they did. They put samples on little floppy disks you could load into this thing, and like musicians were really into this, and they're widely credited with creating the concept of sampling in music today, which I thought was amazing.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. I don't know what their names are. But I remember they were in Sydney.
They were in Sydney.
Yeah. Are you finding these people? No?
Yeah, sort of. Sampling is one of the foundations of hip hop, which emerged in the 1980s. Hip hop sampling has been linked to origins, blah blah blah.
Kim Ryrie and Peter Vogel.
I do not see their names here, but I have not heard of them, so
Fair enough.
helps if I spell Peter right. Peter Gabriel?
Nope.
Peter Vogel. Yeah. The term sample was coined by Kim Kyrie. And Peter Vogel described their Fairlight CMI synthesizer in 1979.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Neat. Looks like they were trying to sell electronic keyboards for it.
Yes. Indeed they were.
Cool.
A bunch of musicians were like, what's up?
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun idea in this new and exciting digital future we're coming into.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
So there you go. Famous thing happened in Sydney.
Yeah. Well, we got one.
That's it. The only thing in all of the history. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad we can get one. That's nice.
Yeah, that is nice. About time.
Yeah. Oh man, something's like I meant to bring something up and I can't remember what it was. Just lost my mind. Lost the in my mind. Yeah, doesn't matter.
All right. I finished. I'm gonna say this. It's gonna be wrong. Fantasy of Grimgar and Ash, which I think is what I consistently call it, and it's always wrong.
It's wrong.
Yep.
Yep. Grimgar, Fantasy, and Ash. Yep.
Ah, so close. Grimgar is first.
Yeah. Yep. Grimgar of Ashes and Illusion. Yep.
Or that. Yeah, that too.
Yep. Grimgar's always first there. Yeah.
Yes, Grimgar. Got it. We'll call it Grimgar from now on. Anyway, yeah, finished it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I still can't get past the fact that it's an isekai, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's an isekai, but without anything from the previous life.
Uh-huh. A little bit, yeah.
Are there other isekais that do this? Or do this, like, we dump someone from our world into another world. We're not going to tell you anything about where they came from or who they were or what they did or what they wanted or nothing. We're going to dump them here. We're going to wipe their memories and they're going to do stuff here now.
There are definitely some that are, like, similar vein, but they're much more explicit about, like, the god writes their memories away or something. Or, at the very least, like, reincarnates them into a baby. And then they grow up, and essentially all you get is, like, their distinct new life. You don't get a lot of, like, their previous stuff. I think the way this one does it is significantly better than all of them.
Okay.
Just being like, let's...
gives you nothing?
Well, it doesn't continue to give you nothing if you read the books. It gives you a little bit, but not a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what you lose if you just have these characters be born into this world and grow up and become adventurers, right? I don't think it changes anything. They acclimate so fast to their new circumstances. They accept what's going on. Everything's cool. We're adventurers now. We kill goblins. Neat. Like, none of them are like, boy, I'm sure obsessing with where we came from before. Not a single time.
I think the difference is if you give them lives that start here, they would naturally have like the support networks that go with that. Like they would have friends and family, and they would lose very much of their outsider status that they have. Where
Yeah.
these are people who do not know anyone. They do not have friends or family to turn to for help. They're living in a barracks. They're doing their best to get money to buy pants and food, and like that's their lives. You lose so much of that if they can just be like, well, I kind of know the bartender here, and he gives us free beers, or we can find jobs doing manual labor. It's like, no, you showed up, you don't know anything, and you've been essentially press ganged into fighting monsters.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally that. I guess. And it just again they accept it.
Mm-hmm.
They're like,
I
"Cool, I'm a mage now." And it's like, "All right."
I do wonder if I kept reading the books, if they get to a point where there's explains that maybe that the transformation or the transportation between worlds, like, and raising their memories does something to make them more compliant or willing to just like
Mm.
go with it, uh,
Mhm.
to facilitate that, and whether or not that becomes a point of contention about whoever's doing it for whatever reason.
Right.
Yeah.
I just think from a storytelling perspective, it's a lot easier if you don't have to worry about their pasts or where they came from, and they're not thinking about it. You're just like, I'm telling a story. It's here. The story is here. They are here. They're doing their best here. I
That's
think it's a lot easier to do it that way.
I think that's what they are doing. You don't have to worry about it because it doesn't come up.
Right.
And again, I've read further than this story goes, and I'm glad that the anime stops here. So
Okay.
yeah,
Noted.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. So anyway, if you have paid attention to where I was last time, we were talking about Grimgar.
Mm-hmm.
They decided to go off and fight some kobolds in a mine, which again, these kobolds are wolf people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Japanese kobolds.
Every time, I'm like, all right. And there's a huge kobold named Spots, Old Spot, Spotty
Spots.
McSpotterson.
Yeah, that's it.
Spots?
Spotty McSpot face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spotty McSpotface, who is like 5 times as big as any of the other kobolds and some huge monster that when he takes damage, he gets stronger. And I'm like, wow, I don't need that power. You're already ginormous and strong, but okay. Uh, so yeah, so our heroes go down there and they accidentally run across Spots when they weren't expecting to at a level of the mine that I guess they had not seen him before.
Mm-hmm.
So Mary has a flashback. And then they're like, all right, she says, okay, we're going to go down a level and then we're going to come up another pathway and get out of here. We're not going to take the same path back that we came in. I know some other ways.
Mm-hmm.
But then they get spotted by like 100 kobolds and they're running for it.
Mm-hmm.
And our Dark Knight ends up getting knocked off the girders he's on and falls and gets left behind. And he's like, screw it. You guys go on without me. I'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have like 2 separate fake outs where they're like, he died. And I'm like, wow, he did? And they're like, no, actually, he's fine. And I'm like, oh, okay. Really having a good time with that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so they kind of play around with that a little bit. And then they're running and Spots catches up to them a couple times. And then finally, our main character, rogue guy, is like, all right, we can't run from old Spotty Spotterson. He's too fast for us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stay back and hold him back, and everyone else can escape. And again, intending to sacrifice himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's, I want to call it a Deus Ex Machina.
The green line.
Yeah.
It's
It's like they'd established it previously, at least.
and it's a thing that happens to all thieves. They get like
Sometimes
a passive ability that's like, hey, if you just pull your knife along this green thread through time and space as the combat goes, you'll inevitably end up sticking your dagger into a weak spot.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
basically one shot, whatever you're fighting. It's
Yeah.
super handy. But like you can't call it up on your own. You can't make it happen. It just happens sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it happens when you're fighting a monster 20 times as big as you are that you can't kill. So that happens. Archer Hunter
Yume.
character. Yeah, she hit him in the eye with an arrow, and I was like, nice shot.
That's a great progression of her like character arc, where she goes from
Totally.
barely being able to point a bow
Right. She can't
Yeah.
hit the broadside of a barn to
Mm.
like, I'm gonna snipe this guy's eye, and I was like, all right,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Get the other one now. She's like, I'm out of arrows. I'm like, oh, you need to bring more arrows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, he kills Spot and then goes back, and everyone's fine. And I was like, I don't. Oh, I forgot. While they're down there, they run across the reanimated corpses of Mary's party
Uh-huh.
that died down there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I did not know this was a thing. So yeah, so there's this like Night Lord, God of Death, who if you die in the mine or anywhere,
So when
does it matter where you are?
I don't believe so, but when their priest first died, they were like, you have to burn the body, or the No Life King will reanimate him after a couple days. And so the implication is that when Mary fled the mine and left all of her comrades' corpses down there, that you could put two and two together and go, oh, they got resurrected. But because the implication of the No Life King feels like a background detail at the time, like just a bit of world building. Unless
Yeah.
you're like keeping notes, you're probably not putting it together. But it's a thing you could have worked out in advance.
Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got to fight Mary's party members who are all stronger than they are because they were more experienced when they died.
Mm-hmm.
And they work together, and Mary has this like emotional cathartic experience where she can dispel the spell that's holding them together in their reanimated evil form.
Mm-hmm.
But she has to get super close, which means she hugs a couple of them, and it's like, this is really
Dangerous.
sad
Mm-hmm.
and dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so that happens too. So Mary gets some nice catharsis, and she seems like she's pushed through some things.
Mm-hmm.
And then the party is all happy at the end, and then nothing ever happens after that, obviously, and it's a nice ending to the story.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
It's a not a grand story,
Pretty straightforward.
but it
Yeah.
is. I think it nails like animation. The combat's always weighty or fluid depending on like who's using what weapons. Right. Generally speaking, I think characters are all vaguely interesting. Right.
Yeah.
Like even like I mean Ranza really like when I say vaguely interesting he's like kind of an edgy asshole, but it is also the trope of like I'm bullying the girl that I like, and it's like, oh, you get that reveal at like 10 out of 12 episodes, and you're like, okay, that kind of makes sense of some of his actions. He's really just a dick. You know,
He is really just a dick. He thinks he's going to die, and he's like, I should have groped her when I had the chance. And I'm like, you are a rapist, sir. What is wrong with you?
what is wrong with you? Yeah.
Well, then the best part is he summons his demon that he has access to as a Dark Knight, and we've never seen it before.
Because it's been in a bag, because it's so utterly useless. They just carry it
Yeah.
around in a sack.
So he summons this little fuzzball, and the demon's like, fuck you, man. I hope you die. And he's like, oh, great. Because he's like, I need help getting out of here. And the demon's like, no. I love that demon so much. It's just hanging around the whole time, being like, die, die, die. You should die. And Ronzo's like, this is not helping at all.
Right. Ugh.
Chaos demon. Like, you're too weak. You're not of any worth to me at all, or anyone. You should just die. Keep calling him a caterpillar.
Yeah.
Anywho, good stuff. I do like too when they're in the forest. They do like watercolor background paintings.
I mean, even in town, it's all watercolor backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very
Yeah.
attractive art style.
It is,
like
and it sticks out because that's not how the characters are painted at
Right.
all.
Right.
But it's nice. It's kind of just like this kind of softer way to illustrate what's going on in the background.
Yeah.
I don't know. Interesting choice. I like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite shows of all time. It's just short, sweet, not perfect, but it does what it does really well. So that's
Agreed.
That's that.
It is.
Don't read the books.
Okay. Tell me one thing that happens that you hate.
It's like really soon after they like the where the show stops that Moguzo, the tank, dies. They're just like, all right, let's kill another
Oh,
character.
holy crap!
Let's
They
just
just got over the first one.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then they immediately have to
Fair enough.
introduce a new character. Um,
Yeah.
and they introduce a paladin as a tank. And then I think if I recall correctly, they like start traveling further and further afield of like the town, and they end up going to these weird caves and fighting more explicitly strange monsters. They're not like now you're fighting bugbears or now you're fighting fish people. It's like these weird monsters that I can't describe because they don't stick in my head. They're just not very interesting. Yeah.
Not archetypes.
Yeah, I mean they might have been, but I just don't. Maybe I didn't recognize them. It's been a while since I read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, cool.
Oh, actually, the second thing I'll say that I don't like is that one of the things that they give you is that a new group of adventurers show up in the tower. So,
Okay, so they're not the newbies anymore.
so they're not the newbies anymore. There are new people in the stacks, and one of them is a character called Choco. Like her name is Choco or Choco, and
Chocobo?
no, well, kind of more like chocolate. Yeah. And she knows Haruhiro from the old world. Like they have dreams of remembering each other and
Oh.
like deja vu. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. But
Yeah.
also, you don't like it.
Well, it's just I don't think it's like you don't get anything because when Moguzo dies, she also dies. So the thread just kind of stops.
Ah, fair.
Yeah. It's like, wow, I'm so glad you remembered buying soda at a vending machine with Haruhiro while waiting for the bus in Tokyo. That was moving.
What a reveal.
Yeah.
Fair. I gotcha.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right. Well, good enough, Grimgar.
Mhm.
12 episodes. Good length.
Mhm.
Did what you wanted to do. Ended.
Ended. That's
Excellent.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Should we move on to the book? So Warhammer time?
Yeah. I think it is time. Oh, real quick, though. You've been posting in the Warhammer channel and Discord about this big revolt from the player base. I can't tell if it's satire or not.
Okay, so first off, it's called Calth News. Calth being a
Okay.
planet in Warhammer.
Yes,
Two,
I know.
it's on the Warhammer YouTube channel, right? So
Okay.
they're not going to be reporting about a protest outside of their own offices, probably.
I mean, other companies might. They probably wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, so it is. I actually missed a video. There's one in between those two.
Okay.
But yeah, so the Warhammer community has been protesting that over the last several months, we have not had any Ultramarine releases. We've had too many models for other factions.
Aren't there like 400 Ultramarine models already?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Alright.
that's the joke.
Got it. That's what I thought was going on, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So they staged a protest outside of their studios, got a film crew down to record it, you know.
Such a weird idea. Okay.
Had the video that you missed, it's in between those, is them making a statement about like trying to appease the crowd, being like, look, if you take any Space Marine model and Planet Blue, it's an Ultramarine, and they're like, no, that's not what we want. You know, the tone deaf PR response that gets them even more cancelled is the joke. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been very funny.
In fairness, that's kind of the point, though, right? There are 8,000 chapters of Space Marine, and if you paint them the right colors, that's what chapter they are, right?
Sure,
Okay.
yeah, that is kind of the point. But these
Yeah.
people want Ultramarine releases. They want specific sculpts on the models to be like, these are Ultramarines. You cannot paint them as salamanders.
They have the Ultramarine
Yeah.
icon engraved on their chests.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. That's funny. Of course, they're ignoring other things that people are really pissed at Games Workshop about, but sure. This.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's satire. Obviously, they're not going to actually report on news that people are upset with Games Workshop about.
Obviously not.
No. Um,
So
but yeah,
continue to ignore those problems.
nah, they can't. They can get away with it. Why not? Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Not wrong.
yeah,
All right. Anyway, we read Outgunned by Denny Flowers this week.
yeah, we sure did. What did you think? The Aeronautica and the Propagandist.
Yeah. I thought it was good. I did think it was kind of crazy. The whole book is about fighting orcs, and you get 0 orc voice lines.
No.
No, you have a conversation with one of the orc leaders.
Uh
That's
huh.
true.
Uh
You
huh.
get one conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for the
Uh.
most part, they're just like yelling and grunting and shooting at you, which is
Mhm.
like, I get it. They're orcs. That's what they do.
Uh.
Man, orc conversations are the best. I miss them.
Yeah. This one did not exactly pay off in all conversation.
No.
No. So what we get is the propagandist Simlex, who is called a propagandist, but seems to care a lot about the truth. Um.
He understands the difference between the truth and the imperial truth, though. Like, he's not
True.
naive about this, right?
Right. I
Yeah.
suppose. Yeah. We get a couple of references to him having completed a prior work on like a temple world where a saint killed three. He filmed a saint killing 300 heretics with his own severed leg. Uh,
Yeah. Which was like,
sure,
impressive stuff.
sure. I thought that was really funny. Um,
There is a lot of funny in this book,
there's
for
a
sure.
lot of funny. Mainly, I think the meat of the book,
Hmm.
um, is his interactions with Lucille von Schad.
Yes.
Because the chemistry they have is really compellingly funny and like
Hmm.
bitter to each other and snippy and really great overall. Like I would read another 10 hours of that.
Agreed. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that he comes in expecting there to be this war hero,
Mm,
Lucille von Schard, who's like proper and brave and like a good exemplar for the imperial way of war and
right.
truth.
And he's met
And
some of her siblings, like other von Schad
yeah,
members, and they are straight up and down. I'm a commissar. I'm a preacher. I'm
yeah,
an inquisitor, or
yeah,
an interrogator at the very least. And they're all exactly what a propagandist would make those characters look like in reels, but they are living that life. And so he
yeah.
expects the same out of her, and she is not okay with the life she's been forced into.
No, she's pissed off all the time. She's an asshole to everybody. She's constantly drinking.
Mm-hmm.
She is a kick-ass pilot. She's very good at piloting and
Yeah.
fighting, which is the one way that she does live up to the name that
Mm-hmm.
he expects of her.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of it is just like she hates him immediately. He has a letter of introduction from one of her brothers and is like, "Here's this." She burns it immediately. He's like, "Fuck that." And he's like, "What is going on?" He's just completely wrong-footed by the whole start of the interaction.
Yeah.
But yeah, as the book goes on, he kind of like figures out what she's about and does see that she really does care about things.
Mm-hmm.
She's just pissed, like you said, pissed off at the lot that she's been forced into, which understandable anger in that situation.
So there is a like a C tier thread, like which is why she's a pilot and not a rogue trader. And that
Yeah.
after the death of her parents, that when they found the bodies and held another funeral, all the family got together for the funeral, and like propagandists were there to record this like very high status family funeral and like use it for recruitment purposes and all that. But she spent most of the time talking to her aunt, who's a rogue trader,
Yeah.
and it's implied that her aunt promised to take her on as a rogue trader and become a ship captain, and she ended up
Mm-hmm.
getting forced into being aeronautica and just piloting like lightnings and thunderbolts.
Yeah.
And one of the like little background details for that is her ship, her lightning, is called the Mendax Mediterra, which is Latin for
Okay.
lying aunt.
Okay, that's good. That's funny.
Yeah.
Poor Lucille.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you? Okay. So they don't ever come out and say this, but it's pretty heavily implied at one point in the book that the Von Shard siblings are not siblings. That they just grabbed kids and like reprogrammed them into thinking that they're all brothers and sisters and being exemplary examples of the Imperium, and like they took everything but they kept our memories of our siblings, which they probably put in there. And I was like, holy crap, Imperium, you guys are scary.
It's implied that it might be a possibility. I think
Yeah.
it's more like it's a possibility, but I think the Von Shard siblings are siblings. Um,
You don't think they just took kids who had aptitudes towards certain things and then slapped a Von Shard label on them and said, you guys are brothers and sisters now?
no, because what's the point of getting them all together for a like
Why
for
were
the
they
funeral?
filming it?
Yeah, but
For the propaganda.
right, but like I don't know. I feel like they imply that maybe Lucille thinks that they would do that in other places where if you don't have a family like the Von Shards, it might seem pertinent to make one. But
Yeah.
I feel like the Von Shards are the template because seemingly all the other Von Shards really do care about each other, or at least what they do. But
Yeah.
not just because they have like implanted memories, you know?
But they're good at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? All of them are exemplary at what they do. Which, statistically, you take 7 kids from 2 parents, I don't care if they're war heroes or not, and every one of them is top 1% of their class, and what they're doing, no way. No way. That's not how genetics works. There'd be one of them that sucks.
Well, one of them's a
at
priest.
least.
One of them's a priest.
Fair. Fair.
Like, I mean, not to just disparage the poor boy, but what does he really do? He's like, well, there's nothing I can do but pray about it.
Yeah, you want to confess some sins to me real quick?
Yeah, he's at least aware as a preacher that he's like, well, there are many people who hold that they don't have anything to confess until their time on the excruciation rack comes up.
Right. And he seems like a true believer. He doesn't seem like he's
Also true.
faking it, at least. He could be, but who knows?
He could be, but I mean, also,
Yeah.
I don't think they all get together to watch Simlek's original cut movie at the end of the day if they were like fake siblings.
The only memories they have are of their siblings. If you had memories of your brothers and sisters implanted into your brain and that's all you have from the age of 0 to like 20, then yeah, you cling to those memories, right?
I feel like they have memories of their father, and because she has his sword, not his best sword, like his 7th best sword or whatever.
Yeah, and she doesn't really seem to care about it all that much.
But she keeps it with her whenever she flies.
She does.
Despite the fact that a sword is pretty useless in a dogfight.
Well, and
To crash land. But yeah.
yeah, and
But she's also
and it's a power
never
sword, which is nice.
never been shot down. So
Yeah.
I feel like she remembered who her mother and father were.
Okay. I don't know, man. I just got so much from her that she is utterly suspicious of any memories that she has. And is pissed off where she is.
It's probable that she doesn't believe that they're real family. But I think the Von Shards are the template.
Yeah.
But our real family. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, their names
Lucky
are
for the
Von
Imperium, it
Shard.
worked out that way.
It's like it's splits, fragments. You know.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be wrong to like interpret it that way. I think to be like, no, they're definitely just random kids.
Who else have we read that was a kid of a Imperial war hero that did this? Was Ravenor?
No.
Who is it?
Do you just want people who are from the Schola Progenium?
Yeah.
Oh, the hero Caiaphas Cain.
Caiaphas Cain is. That's who it was. I was trying to remember who else went through this thing.
Uh-huh.
It was Caiaphas. That's right.
Caiaphas Cain, hero of the Imperium. God, we haven't read a Kane book in a while.
We haven't.
See, dude?
Just always every time I think about him, it brings me back to the whole thing. Like, if you're a huge coward, but you do heroic stuff all the time, are you a hero or a coward? Like, did the Imperium screw this up? Did they program him the wrong way? Did he just fool them into thinking that it worked?
So that's the interesting thing. His books, like whenever he mentions the Scholar Progenium, it's more like British boarding school, where it's like,
So it's less you wiring your whole brain.
yeah, not a whole lot of that going on. It's more like I was a real menace to teachers in class, but I was great on the scrum ball pitch,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Or playing pranks on the other classes, stuff like that.
Right.
So I don't think you can look at everyone who's been through a Scholar Progenium experience and be like, they've had their brain rewired. I think it's these people have. Yeah.
And why would they do it other than to force them into being this amazing family we can put on movies, right?
Yeah.
I did like when the propagandist calls the commissar and he's in the active middle of a battle. There's like shells going off and he's shooting people and stuff.
And yeah, there's a moment
And then
where
she tells, well, she tells Lucille about it, and she's like, "Was he in the middle of a battle?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "He does that."
he does that on purpose to make himself seem cool.
Like, who can't come up with 10 free minutes where you're not actively fighting? Come on. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a funny book. It's got a lot of funny in it.
A lot of funny. There's some machinations of Eldar going on in the background, trying to like corrupt an imperial planet for the fun of it.
I don't feel like we needed this at all.
I don't think we
Like, the orcs are coming and they're going to kill everyone is pretty much enough, I think, for a conflict in the book. We don't need, and also the Eldari are sort of interested in this planet and are very, very subterfugely doing it by giving a gift of some weird plant to the governor of the area and hoping that works out. I mean, it's very Eldari of them. I get it. But one, what do they want?
Don't know.
Again, very Eldari to not know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little Eldari subplot.
Yeah. But, like, you take it out, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything.
I mean, okay, so the picture of Bacchus that we get, the planet, is like this overrunning swamp planet. And, but the trees are dying, right? And everything's dying. So there's a line that Governor Dolos has where she's like, "Oh, they should just send the guard in and kill them. There can't be that many. It's not like they spring out of the ground." And it's like, but they're orcs. They do spring out of the ground, right?
Yeah.
Like they're mushroom people.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm like, is it supposed to be a red herring where you think that the planet is so fertile with life that it's accelerating the growth of the orcs, or are the orcs doing something to the environment with their bodies? Because they say that the orcs have been there for decades, and they just they've always been in routine handable numbers, right? But something changed, and now that the planet's slowly dying, that the orcs are able to get a foothold.
Yeah.
And you need something for that planet to be dying that isn't the orcs.
I guess. I mean, you could have just had, and now the orcs are in numbers that are uncontrollable because they're orcs.
Yeah.
And I would have been like, great. Or
Yeah.
they came up with this green storm concept, and that's why they're unstoppable now.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. I do like that just at the end of the book, it kind of reframes it as not Simlex was a propagandist who wanted to make a great movie to bolster aeronautica recruitment. It was the Inquisition placing him as an asset to oust an imperial governor who had been fraternizing with Xenos, right? That's what the actual story is.
The Inquisition doesn't need that. The Inquisition can fly down there and be like, look at this Eldari plant you have out in the open that you eat for breakfast every morning. You're coming with us. Not that hard, guys.
Yeah, but they got a lot of other stuff to do.
Oh, okay. So they're
Yeah.
outsourcing just because they're too busy.
Yeah,
Fair
why
enough.
not? Why not?
No, I believe it. Yeah.
Um,
I've read Inquisitor books. They're always super busy. There's always stuff going on.
always stuff going on. And like if you
Yeah.
can spread the idea that the Inquisition have eyes and ears everywhere at the same time, why wouldn't you do it?
I mean, that is something they would like people to believe.
Seems like a win-win.
Yeah, sure does.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. I mean, the whole Green Storm thing. So, the book doesn't really get into it.
Mm.
But is it some weird boy? Is it just some warp capable orc out there creating warp portals in the storm that he can direct where it wants to go? And the rest of the mechanical orcs built a giant floating airbase, which, sure, they do that. I get it.
Uh-huh.
And these two things combined created this insane threat to the planet.
Uh, yeah, sort of. I don't know if it's strictly a weird boy who's like doing psychic powers, or if it's supposed to be orc mechs having created a warp, like a piece of warp tech, basically.
Yeah.
I mean the difference is meaningless.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's essentially what it is. They just create
Okay.
like they whether or not they scavenged it from somewhere because there's the mission that the Tempestus Scions are on, and they're like, we have gravely important missions. We're not going to tell you what it is. At best, we're going to find this orb out in the swamp and like retrieve it.
Yeah.
And then we're not going to tell you anything else about it.
Right.
And so I don't strictly know, but I think it's maybe kind of implying that the orcs have been like scavenging really specific tech and have been able to rebuild or build a warp capable thing, and that's generating the storm
Hmm.
and doing teleports. And the suggestion of it
Yeah.
is heresy, but orcs can teleport.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. And that's one of the funniest things is Simlex comes into this with no experience with orcs, and all he's gotten is the propaganda about them where
Oh,
like, yeah,
knock
they're kind of
need.
big and strong, but they're really stupid and they can't really do anything with vehicles or weapons all that much. And
Yeah.
it's like that one. I'm sure you've seen this. It's the posted like imperial propaganda piece where it's like the orc is strong but clumsy. When he lifts his axe hand, you catch it at the wrist. Right? You've seen this?
No.
No? Oh my gosh. This gets posted to Grimdark like every week.
No. So there is the Imperial Guard Primer, which was a book
Uh-huh.
that they printed. And it's printed like a war manual, like something you would give to like a cadet in training or whatever. And in it, it has its bits on the Xenos, and it describes the orc as being like feeble and weak, and its tusks can't pierce skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what Simlex anticipates the orcs to be like.
yeah,
And then he consistently is confronted with the fact that, oh no, actually, that's not how this works at all.
mm-hmm.
And he's, whoa, that's a fun link. That might work. I don't know. Put it out on the Twitch.
Oh,
That's funny.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, foolish and clumsy, the orc will come at you with his cleaver. It will be a simple matter to catch it at the wrist, as shown.
Right?
Yeah,
Glorious.
glorious.
It's so funny. Yeah. So he is constantly confronted with new information about the orcs, and it's heretical. It's the idea that the orcs can do any of this stuff is heresy. You can't talk about it.
Yeah.
But he's like, but they're doing it, so what, you know. He's like every other, there it is. Yeah,
Yep.
there's the image.
Yep.
Fantastic. Foolish and clumsy.
Yeah.
But I mean, just like every citizen of the Imperium is constantly having to navigate this stuff, man. You got to navigate what the Imperial truth is versus what you've seen and what can you say about it. And you should probably just keep your mouth shut
Yeah.
all the time anyway. Yeah, there's this mechanic who's clearly extremely gifted with everything mechanical and electrical.
Mm-hmm.
And they used to have an engineer around, but then he died and they never sent a replacement. So he's just out here fixing stuff and doing Adept Mechanicus things, and Simlex is consistently uncomfortable with this because he's like, "You're just a dude. This is probably heretical stuff you're doing."
Right. And it's not that he's
Yeah.
doing it wrong. It's just that it's like
Right.
the fact that you know it is tech heresy, and that's enough on its own. Um, and like Pliant, ever cheerful Pliant, love Pliant. He's like, yes,
Yeah.
but Wing Commander Gladiolus says it's fine because by the time that they send another engines here to us, we'll be long gone. And he's like, and I can't wait to get off the planet. That's definitely what he meant.
He's like, that probably means we'll win.
Yeah. Oh, Pliant. Pliant is also the only person who Lucille actively cares for throughout the entire thing.
Probably true.
Bless you, Pliant.
Yeah.
Truly a hero.
Yeah. Genius savant.
And Lucille buys him an augmetic hand
Yeah.
at the end. Yeah.
After he loses it to an orc attack.
Yes. Well, he shouldn't have been flying. He's not a real pilot. He's just a guy who knows how to fly.
That's true. That's a great moment when he's flying Simlex down to the planet, and he's like, "I'm not actually supposed to fly." And Simlex is, "Oh, great! What a great start to this adventure this is."
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's just getting disabused of all of his notions about everything constantly this entire book. So
Yeah.
that's kind of his whole thing.
Also true. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that Lucille survived, good to be honest.
No?
It wasn't very Warhammer-y of the Warhammer story that she lives.
Yeah.
Like, she gets to take down the big flying orky thing. It's extraordinarily dangerous. It hints that she dies, but then later it's like, no, she's totally fine. And I was like,
She survived. Yeah.
nah.
I think it is the grimdark ending because there's no universe in which she is not permitted, or well, she is permitted to be anything other than that hero who flouts orders or regulations but gets the job done anyway. She has to continue on living being that poster child of
She's that trope.
yeah. She's forced into that. I think that's the grimdark ending.
She's just always unhappy with everything that's going on.
Yes,
It's fair. You're probably right.
maybe.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even mention. So Simlex gets entrusted with 3 servo skulls
Yeah.
of previous propagandists who, as it's revealed throughout the book, each got too close to the action that they were filming and all died horribly.
Yeah. It's
One of them let cultists tell him their secrets, and his head exploded. They had to reassemble the shards of his skull, and then they turned that into a servo skull. I was like, dang, that is some insane devotion to that man's head.
uh-huh. I know how much you love the servo skulls. They really
Yeah.
scream good guy.
Yeah.
I love every time Lucille is like, "Do you have your skull or whatever?" And he's like, "Yes, I have a skull here." And they're like, "Great, get in the plane." And he's like, "It's the wrong skull. This one does sound. You need Misa who does video."
She's like, there's more than one skull? Yeah, and they're all enslaved to his will. He talks about, he's like, yeah, when I first got him, they were pretty willful, but it's been a while, and now pretty much Misa just does what I tell him to do, and I'm like, dang. Yeah.
I love all the stuff that's like whether he's being forced disconnected because the skull didn't make it back to the plane, or he's like, my legs are broken. I'm going to shunt as much of my consciousness into the skull so I don't have to feel it. There's a lot of that stuff going along, and it's always great to read.
Yeah. It's real interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Once again, probably something that will never come up in another book at all, but it's a fun thing Danny's doing here.
It'll probably come up in another book. Probably.
Simlex book. Well, no, because he lost, well.
He gets to keep one of them, but only because, like, the Order of Propagandists want to keep it hidden from tech priests after seeing what he's done to it.
Right. Which, probably a good idea.
Probably a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he actually ends up submitting his completed work
Mm.
that just basically shows the heroic sacrifice that was required to stop this giant orc machine from
Mm.
doing what it was doing. And the propaganda central was like, nope,
Nope.
this is no way. This is not what we want. We
Right.
do not want to show the orcs as a giant threat capable of doing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And two, we don't want everyone to die in the process trying to stop them. This is
Right.
not going to work for our recruitment drives.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Brave of him, honestly, to submit
Yeah.
that.
Because he gets knocked down like 8 rungs and ends up never going out into the field, as far as we can tell, and just like putting together other people's work, which is, he seems kind of okay with it, honestly.
He seems at peace with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then somebody re-edits the footage to be more heroic and more what they want. And
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. As you said, the Von Shards got a copy of the original
know,
and they liked it.
They
So,
liked it. Yeah. Tobias thought it was possible. The commissar. He's like, yeah, it's good enough not to have you executed on the spot. Yeah. So that's
Yeah. Yeah. That's a funny moment, too, when he's on the planet during the orc attack. Or right before it, and he's confined to quarters, and he's trying to contact the space station in orbit above the planet, and he finally gets through.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another friggin' Von Shard. And he's got to be like, what are the odds, man? How many of these guys are there? How do I keep running into all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the moment where he's like scrounging the Administratum archives looking for anything Aldari related, and when he finally gets connected through to another Von Shard, I would say that one was acting as like unknowingly to him, but as his handler for the entire situation, using him as a infiltrator, and had been there.
She's kind of trying to pass herself off as like a random scribe, but
Kind of. Until
he
like
really knew what she was doing. Yeah.
like right until the end when she's like, well, I've you're free for the next 30 seconds and then you're going to be remanded into military custody. Say hi to my sister for me. Yeah.
She had a sense of humor, that one did.
Yeah.
Got Simlex's hopes right up and then dashed them right to the ground.
How did you feel about the depiction of imperial nobility after he's discovered to have been 300 and or 3500th in line for the line of planetary or sector governor or whatever, and she's like, oh, I must raise your station now because you're so close to being next in line.
Yeah. I was like, cool, I guess. I mean, he's even like, I am like 400th in line. It makes no sense. There is no world in which this actually happens. Why are you making a big deal out of this? Why do I have to show up 4 hours early to this stupid ball because you decided I'm important right now? Poor Simlex.
Poor Simlex.
Yeah. I don't know. When you ask how that makes me feel about the nobility, it's like, I don't know.
Well, you're not supposed to be like, wow, that's really sane and normal stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
I do like that she keeps plying him with like alcohol, being like, please take a bottle every night at dinner, as a show of my gratitude here on Bacchus, the wine planet, which, if I remember correctly, Bacchus was like the name of a Greek god, like the god of wine. And so calling the planet Bacchus is like on the nose. Yeah.
Super on the nose. Insanely on the nose. Yes.
Dionysus, god of winemaking, also called Bacchus.
Yeah.
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 But the wine is slowly being poisoned as like you get newer and newer vintages. Like, so the older the vintage you get, it's better because it's the planet wasn't corrupted, but the newer stuff is all really bitter and shit.
Right.
It's good. It's good stuff. I like the book. Do you have anything else for the book? Do you like?
I don't think so.
Styly.
It's fine.
He's fine.
Died. Didn't really care.
Yeah, he's kind of funny in that he's trying to always be very posh and noble, but absolutely looks down on everyone that he has to like wait on. You know,
Yeah.
he's this really not interesting, but funny contrast between him, where he's like, this dullard is the only one who gave us any forward knowledge. He's like, oh Lord, you're awake. I'm he's like stuck. He really like put his foot in his mouth, digging his own grave. It's funny. He's funny.
Tries to cover, does his best.
Does his best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, done with this book?
We're done.
Well, there is a sequel, Book 2,
Excellent.
Above and Beyond by Denny Flowers.
Is it also Simlex?
It's also
'Cause he
Simlex.
seems-
It's also
Okay,
Lucille Von Schad.
He gets dragged back out in the field. I can't imagine he's happy about it.
Yeah, no, probably not.
No.
Ugh. Under the Von Schad family's patronage, Simlex journeys to Dighton, a world in open
Yep.
rebellion from the Imperium, where he finds the commander, a shadow of her former self. Dun dun dun. Next time on Above and Beyond. I'm getting real like 30s radio play. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Cool. That's the next book.
Are we doing it?
Yeah, we're doing it. We're not spinning the wheel. We're gonna finish the Lucille line.
How many are there?
2.
Oh, okay. Done.
I think
What's it called?
there are a couple of short stories. It's called Above and Beyond. Yeah. Oh man.
$3?
Wow, really?
What? Mm,
$3 whole?
with discounted membership offer. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know. Wait. 99 cents a month for 3 months.
What are you signing up for?
Oh, it's Audible. Shut up. I want Kindle. They really want me to sign up for Audible. I think I have Audible. I'm a Prime member. Whatever.
Yeah, $13.99 on Kindle for me. Or probably about $8 for you.
Yeah. Got some push notifications from Amazon that was like, we have some, Cyber Monday Kindle deals. And I was like, cool. It's like, nope, this book is not cheap.
No?
It's not discounted, but it is normal price.
That's funny. I got a text message about a Black Friday sale I've never heard of.
Cool.
I was given a notification for a Black Friday apartment. Like, if you want to buy an apartment off the plan, they had a sale for Black Friday.
Wow. Okay.
Where you only needed
Fair enough.
like a 5% deposit.
Real estate getting in on the Black Friday sales. Hooray.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, cool. I think that's it then.
I think that's it.
Wonderful. All right, time to wrap it up then, I suppose.
Yes.
Yes. All right, thanks for hanging out for another edition of the Falcon Paladin Hour, streamed live at twitch.tv/Somicron. You can come here to support the podcast by buying a gifted sub for somebody else or subbing yourself. You can also use your Amazon Prime membership, which we just talked about a second ago, to sub to the channel for free, which is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
You can also find the VODs at youtube.com/@Somicron. You can also buy merch at falconpaladin.store, or you can go ahead and go to patreon.com/Somicron and support out there if you want.
Also true.
So, thanks again for hanging out here. We'll see you next week with Above and Beyond. by Denny Flowers. Looking forward to Simlex being very annoyed the whole time that he was dragged away from his quiet life and put on the front again.